Hi class, welcome to IS340. I am Professor Fahmi Jalani, and today we'll be looking at global e-business and collaboration. A bit of recap on what we did last chapter on ERP. Here we have an overview of IS system, this case ABB, a company called Asia Brown Boveri, where they integrate the different department, for example, people, organization, and technology, to be processed and to have a solution for their business. And with that, there's a feedback uh, on the challenges which they need to upgrade constantly. So the bottom line in every business is technically profit. Uh, Companies or organization, even SME, objective is to make profit. Okay? Other than NGO, which is to volunteer their services. So in business, the basic function here you have, for example, four in terms of manufacturing, production, sales and marketing, finance and accounting, and HR. For example, iPhone, where they manufacture products, uh, or it could be bags, couch bags, or LV, okay, where companies' objectives to make profit. So here next we take a look at the uh, relationship where we have the product and services related to uh, manufacturing, sales, finance, and HR, intertwined to each other. Having said that, we have entities. In this case, a supplier. Uh, if you are phone manufacturer, you need their electronic supplier, plastic supplier, or bags, for example, the leather, the ink, for example, the dye. Okay, customers are technically the demand, the target market. Employees are the people who are doing the work, uh, and invoice and payment, which is required at the end of the day, and then you have the product and services. So business process required technically to have specific business tasks for every employee. And like we saw the different department employees or staff are specialized in their field. It could be IT, finance, sales, marketing. Okay, and at times we have cross-functional. Okay, in this case, customer service, for example. Okay, they check their stocks and even entail to customer. So in order fulfillment, here we see the flow chart where sales are being generated and being submitted, and credit has been checked upon, approved, and generated invoice, products to be shipped, okay, as they flow through the different departments. So with IS or investment in IT, okay, all this process could be automated. Okay, information could be flow immediately, transparent between department, uh, and it does change the business process. Okay, and drive a new business model. So in most company we do have the hierarchy that we talked about, okay, from the senior management, middle operational, okay, and most of the staff are knowledgeable, and we have data workers where they enter the data, and even production and services. Here we see the pyramid of top down uh, in most company, and it's quite common. Okay, in fact, some companies are also practicing bottom up uh, exercises where senior management talk to ground staff in order to improve their operation or uh, the process flow. We see that a lot in top companies. Could be Amazon, could be Google, could be Facebook. So the different type of environments, global and immediate environment. Okay, some factors do involve, in this case, technology. Today with technology, you are able to connect all over the world, and the economy is technically shrunk. Also, there's also political impacts. For example, you heard maybe recently where during the Trump administration, TikTok is banned in the US. Okay, international change. Okay, we have diverse market. Amazon selling their product services uh, in Asia, in Europe, right? In terms of immediate environment, we have new customer, new supplier, new competitor on the market other than Amazon. In Asia, you have, for example, AliExpress, regulation. Okay, companies who only sell in within the companies, not via overseas. Stockholders. Okay, we do have new investor from overseas. So let's take a look at the business environment. Here we see a diagram of how the impact of the organization with the external environment in terms of economy, politics, international exchange, and technology, where companies needs to be constantly uh, update or monitor uh, and respond to the changes, and as they anticipate in order to be more profitable. So technically, the role of IS is basically to achieve operational excellence in terms of processes of the organization, how they share information, how fast and how accurate. New product development and services, for example, they could share new uh, products not only to the staff, also to customer quickly, right? And their services, and get more customer service, and also intimacy, could be personalized in their response to the customer. This improve decision making. This is more catered for senior management. With that, sets a competitive advantage over their competitor, where they could change a product or service immediately. Okay, right. This is technically is to ensure their survive in the market to be more profit. Other system, okay, we have on the market, for example, TPS, transaction process system. It could be a payroll. Okay. Other intelligent business system, we have MIS, management information system, DSS, decision support system, and executive support system, ESS. So let's take a look at the first one, TPS. So TPS is more on finance, where they do searches like background checks of customer credit, okay, um, and also within, could be within the supplier and the manufacturer. Right. Let's take a look at the diagram here. This is basically a payroll system, TPS, where employees' data, timing sheet are being automized, and everything kept in the database in the payroll system, and report could be generated automatically, right, for their salary. Next, we take a look at MIS, Manufacturing Information System. This cater more to mid-level management, where they could have daily reports summarized on KPI, for example, of the data in terms of hourly or daily productivity. Okay. And we take a look at the diagram here, where you have an MIS report for organization, where they combine not only the MIS, also the TPS, in terms of ordering, MRP, material resource planning, and also accounting, and for the managers to have an overview of the operation. Some sample report. Here we see the sales of the product, okay, summarized. For example, they could break down region, actual sales, planned sales, and also the total. Next, we have DSS, or Decision System Support System, also catered for mid-level managers. It complements both MIS and TPS, and it's data driven, and at times, for example, you do have AI, artificial intelligence, to lead you to a better decision. In this case, it's basically a shipping company, where they bid for contract, and they have all the data from the previous or the current environment. For example, the shipping files, and the port distance, the fuel consumption, and the cutter and expense, and from there you could make decision in terms of, for example, bidding for a job, for example, cutter ship, right, at the best price. And also we have, lastly but not least, ESS, executive support system, for more senior management, CEO, president, where they make long-term decision, in this case 5 or 10 years, and where they could see pretty much the KPI performance of, in terms of revenue, investment, return on investment. So with all the system, we have the enterprise system, or ERP, where they integrate business processes, in terms of enterprise, four major types: the enterprise system, supply chain management system, CRM, and knowledge management system. Here we have an overview of the enterprise system, uh, and also the functional areas, sales, manufacturing, finance, and HR. Not only top down, but cross functional. So let's cover at ERP or enterprise system. Um, so it's a key to integrate all the processes, and with transparency we have speed and flexibility, right? In terms of also operation and decision making. Following that we have SMC or supply chain management, where technically you can communicate to suppliers and distributor of the product that you require, okay, and manage their inventory. For example, Walmart will require products that's been sold in their not only online also offline, um, to be supplied on time and to be updated of the most selling item, for example, to have stock in place. CRM, where companies could be intimate with their customer in order to get more sales from them, experience for their services. And last but not least, knowledge management system. So data from previous or current sales processes could be used to enhance decision making in terms of knowledge management. Let's take a look at communication in IS, for example. We do have intranets where, in this case, for example, in SecCloud stage, student and staff could access D2L for materials where they are internal. Extranet are basically employees or staff working from outside. In this case, uh, say e-learning, for example, synchronous or asynchronous learning. Others do include e-business, where companies perform businesses through B2B, for example, business to business, through wholesalers. E-commerce, as we know, buy and sell things online, Amazon, eBay, right? AliExpress. E-governments, services by the government, could be your pay stub, for example, or could be your DMV, right? So with IS, it's quite important, and it's something that we can we need to learn, okay, or we need to integrate in the business. Like it's mentioned here, it changes the nature of work from desk bound to remote. Okay, you can do that. There's a growth in, for example, professionalism, knowledge base, qualification. Okay, other changes could be organization, scope of firm. Okay, and there's also involvement and new technology are coming in, Internet of Things, Bitcoin, right, NFT, things like that are coming in. Okay, and also the culture is being changed. We have people from all over the world working together, synergize. On top of that, we have social business. Uh, Basically, today with the social network, business are changing, evolving. Uh, a customer or client could complain and can go viral online. Could be on Instagram, Facebook, and companies need to be aware of their ratings online and the repercussion of this. So having said that, there is some benefit of having collaboration with both social business, where in this case could share product, okay, uh, address any issues online, innovation, customer service, more uh, personal, okay, right, and also profitable too. Here we see how it's being collaborated, where both technology are synergized together. Other tools do include email, we all know, just imagine wikis, pretty much information online, virtual world, right? Zoom, eh? Dropboxes to share files. Some question you should ask, okay, uh, okay, what the collaboration challenge, what the challenges, solution available, okay, benefit, security risk, okay, training, okay. Let's take a look at what the system use. For example, your company, okay, face-to-face, continuous, task, remote, communication, right? So in terms of IS department, staff do include the programmers, system analysts, the managers, the CIO, or chief information officer, okay, customer service officer, chief knowledge officer, okay, and end user. And in terms of services, IS do provide computing services, telecommunication, data management, application, okay, and the rest of IT services, right? So that's pretty much it for the class today. If you have any question, please email me for an appointment or Zoom. Stay safe and do wear a mask. Thanks, bye.